Oh my god, that was weird. So sorry, everybody. That's never happened before. We have Button Masher, the first person here. Hey, sorry about that. We are so back. That's what's up. All right, I saw this video. What a coincidence. That was super weird. Thank you for letting me know. It was lagging. So appreciate you guys. Grandma are the goats. What's up, everybody? Everyone, we got 22 people back. We're going to build the audience back to what it was before. I think we had like 170 people in here. Grandma, can you do the splits? Duolingo, hey, what's up? Calypso, what's up? Force Stupid Maniac, hi. Grandma, can you do the splits? Dude, you take my idea. What? Dot Giver has returned with some dots for everybody. All right, cool. Thanks for coming back, everybody.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, splits? And she was like, no. Maybe how much does it cost? Can you do the splits? It was like, no, but no. And I said, will you try? And I said, will you splits? And she was like, no. Whoa. I said, will you try? I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And when I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the split? No. And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, when I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try? And will you try? Will you try to do this? To do this? Let's try to do this. do the split.
The creator. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Appreciate you. The creator wrote, "Least I can do for your great work." First super chat of this stream. Because I guess this stream is different than the other one because it glitched out. But we're good. We're just getting started.
So do the splits. So do the splits. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And I said, will you try to do the splits? And I said, will you try to do the split? Split. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And I said, will you try to do the splits? And I said, will you try to do the splits? And I said, and she was like, and she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I wanted to do splits, and she was like, no. I was like, no. I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. Like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the split. Couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even and I couldn't. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe it. And she was like, when I was like 10 years old, I brought tea. Like, when I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try. I couldn't believe my my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. My I just was using actually as a one you said was me grandma is my which is actually will you please can you do the apple splits and ask my grandma wouldn't even wouldn't even try to do the split. Try to do the splits. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. My grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. My grandma wouldn't even. My grandma wouldn't even try. Do the split. Splits. Try. To do the splits. Try to do the splits. To do the split. And so I did it. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma. And I, and so I drew a picture of her, and so I drew a picture of my grandma. So I drew a picture of my grandma doing this new and so I drew a picture of my. So I drew a picture of my grandma doing the picture of my of my grandma doing the soup of my grandma. My, grandma doing the soup, doing doing the doing the splits and the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful, happy with the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really looking at the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful. Splits and the splits, and I went splits and the splits, and I, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could move. I wanted it to look like she was really look like she and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in what was within and could believe in herself. So I don't think it look, and I wanted it to look, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. It's just powerful. Powerful and could believe in herself. So I was any good woman could believe. Believe in herself. So I was any good herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like herself. So I myself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. Instead of just was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed. Doing the split, that's the picture of my grandma doing the of my grandma self. So I gave her this. So I gave her this expression. I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry. Gave
Whoa, we got a new member. Nerdify, welcome. I have I almost said a nerds only live stream later. At 7 o'clock Pacific time, like California time, I'm doing a members only live stream. So that's a lot more chill of a stream. There's very few people. So 7 o'clock Pacific time. So if you want to be in that stream, feel free to join my membership. It's on my channel. Again, you don't have to do that, but if you want to be in the members only live stream, that is when I'll be doing it. I'm going to do more of those as well. Yeah, it'll be cool to get to know everybody better a little bit more. So that'll be awesome. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. Pacific for the members only live stream.
Gave her this expression. Gave this expression, but it looked like she was really. I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like it looked like she was passion, but it looked like. She was really angry doing the splits, and I made this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this explosion on the floor where she landed. They wanted to like she was really angry. splits, and I made my cousin Gary doing the splits, and I made this like explosion, and I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. I gave drawing to my grandma, and I made this whole in the splits, and I did. With the angry doing the splits, and I made this like
Whoa. Ashwin Z is back. Hey Java, it's me again, of course. I won't stay for long because I'm a bit sleep deprived. Please get some sleep. So I'm gonna try and catch some sleep and remember to breathe. Ashwin, thank you for the reminder. I appreciate you. I actually had a little sleep loss this weekend and I was acting really unhinged. And I went from being like really depressed to like laughing in front of my roommate and she was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "No." So, wow, I appreciate that. So you should definitely go to sleep. Everyone tell Ashwin to go to get a good night's sleep. Everyone tell Ashwin to have a good night.
This like explosion, like it was really intense, and I made this like explosion on the floor because it's like and I made this like explosion like and I made this like
This is going to be a crazy one, you guys.
this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the or where she landed landed in the split where she landed. in this. In this and I gave. And, and
All right, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. This is gonna be crazy. All right, let's play it back. I need to see if this is funny.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave.
Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, one more time.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so funny, you guys. Oh no. Wow, I'm really happy with this. This is gonna be really good. I think I have to make one change. This one's facing the wrong way. Sure, no one would have noticed it but me, but whatever. I'm gonna draw over it anyway, so who cares? Someone said I've been scrolling and no lives have been good. Welcome, D-Dust. D-Dust. Jacoby, thank you for being here. Forkby, bye. Can hardly wait to see the comment section explode. D-Dust. I like your profile picture. Oh, I haven't laughed at my own animation in a really long time, so that felt really good. That's funny. All these people gotta go. Don't worry, I'll be streaming for probably another 2 hours. And then I'm gonna stream again at 7 for the members.
Try to do the best you like from school. And I gave the drawing. And I gave the drawing to my grandma. And I gave the drawing to.
Oh, man. Someone says, the amount of patience this must take is insane, bro. Correct. That's why there's not that much animation on YouTube. That's why it's just so difficult. It takes a long time, you guys, but I don't care because I love doing it. Because when you love something and you do it all the time, it just feels really good, you know? Where did my second dog go? I think she left the room. Thanks. Cold Vanilla. Thank you. Villain Killin' Dylan. Animation's so much fun. Thank you. Nerdify. Yeah, it was just glitching. Sorry about that. That's never happened before. I use crayons to color pretty pictures. Yes. I'm starting animation. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Bestie, this is amazing. Honestly, keep doing what you're doing. Love it. Thank you. Cold Vanilla. My doggo's sick. No. I hope your dog feels better, Megan. Neve. How do you pronounce your name? Nevea? Hi. I'm starting to get back into animation. You have 2 dogs now. No, my roommate has a dog, but I watch her sometimes because she's really cute. Do what you love and you don't work a day in your life. Exactly. The money will come in some other weird way. I know it. I'm not worried about that right now, though. I'm just worried about this animation. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm back because I can't sleep. Yes, a stupid maniac has arrived because they can't sleep. Thank you. Say hi to Winter and the other. Yes, I will say hello. How do you do a live? You go live on your phone? That's what I do. I don't have any fancy setup. I'm just on my phone. Call me a legend. Do people actually call you a legend? Because that's awesome. I found Kevin and Lubelin because of your channel. Thank you. Appreciate that. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm glorious with my camera today. One sec. Hey guys, is the stream working? I got a phone call in the middle of it, so it started doing weird stuff. All right, glad it's working. That was weird. Yeah, he just called, so let's just get back to what I was doing.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma. And I gave my grandma. To my grandma. I gave the drawing to my grandma. And I gave it to my grandma. I gave it to my grandma. To my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in me. And I thought, I'll go into my grandma. I thought I and I thought she would see, she would. She would see it and be filled with like, see it and be filled with like, and be filled, be filled, be filled with like believing in herself, with like, like believing in herself. She could believe in herself. She could do the split. Believing in herself that she could do the splits, believing in herself that she should believing in herself, believing in herself, like believing in herself that she could do this, believing in herself, believing in herself that she could. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits, but in herself, in herself that she could she believing in herself, believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her.
Oh man, I don't know what to do for this next part.
Explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits.
Okay, I got it.
In herself, in herself. Selfish.
All right, we're gonna have him get kind of unhinged.
She could do the She could do this. She could do this. She could do this.
Doggo number 2 is back. Hey, Darla. You want some company? Do you want little treats? You guys want little treats? All right, I have to get the dogs treats. 1 second. All right, kids. Hi, kids. Hey. No one's getting mad at each other. It's okay. You're both going to get them. Sit. That's it. You each get one. You are not being very nice to your friend. Right? Oh, boy. Now everyone has to be good. Can you guys be good?
She could do this. The splits, but I just hate this. But he looking himself herself. She could do it all.
Hey! Oh my god. Alright, we gotta separate you guys. You gotta go over here. It's okay. Everything's okay. You're good. It's okay. You're okay. Down. Good. Down. We're good. Sorry about that.
She can split it off. She could do this. But I did out. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion coming out of her crotch.
Oh God. Oh man, this is so funny.
Do the splits. And she'll know. I said, you probably should just. Try to do that. That's something you're not. Just that's something you'll get back to. And I thought she'd see it and be filled with believing in herself that she could do the believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma. Into my grand. But I just handed my I just handed my grandma this picture of her with the expression. Oh, but I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression. Handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression. Of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion of her with a really angry expression on the picture of her with a really angry expression. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed. She said, believe in herself, she splits. But I handed my mom a picture of her with a really angry expression on the festival. Of her with a really angry explosion coming out of her. And be filled with like believe in herself, she splits. But I handed my mom's picture of her with a really angry expression on the finger of her with a really angry picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor of the splits with like an explosion just from her. He was like, I was like, I was listening. Her of her. really angry expression of her with a really angry expression on the floor. This is really angry expression on the floor of the splits with like an explosion coming out of the mission on on When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion coming.
All right, I think I got it. I think I got it. All right, let's try it.
On the floor. On the floor, the split, make it a door. And the splits, split, split, split,
I can't stop laughing. Oh man.
Like an explosion coming out of her crotch. I was like, splits with like an explosion coming out of her crotch. Like an explosion coming out of her crotch. Her crotch.
Okay, I think that the storyboards are done. So let's play it back a couple times.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma. And I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion coming out of her crotch. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits.
Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about...
On the floor in the splits with like an explosion. On the floor in the splits with like...
Do we like the chaotic this part? I think we do.
On the floor in the splits. On the floor.
I think it's funny.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And
someone said she should be angry in the drawing. You're right. I totally forgot to add the anger part.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma. And I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion coming out of her crotch. When I was like 10 years old.
Okay, I'm happy enough with it. I could always change things as I go. I might just export this for fun, just to have the storyboards. Why not? Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Grandma, can you do the splits? Yeah, Kevin has the best stories. Hey, Button Masher, do you have any stories that you'd want animated? I feel like you have a lot of stories. What computer do I use? I use a Mac. I have a MacBook Pro with an M1 chip, and I also have a Wacom tablet. It's a 22 HD. And I use TV Paint animation. TV Paint. Oh, cool, it's this guy. Sir Replay. Betty says, cool. Mr. Unicorn, what's up? What's up? Love your videos. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, I guess I'm going to start animating everything, because this is just storyboards. I do the storyboards first. When I was a kid, I tried to dream of a genie lamp. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That could totally be a Java Doodles animation. Do I watch Murder Drones? Nope, I do not. Hi. Found him through your shorts. It was the 90s. Yeah, everyone should go follow Kevin. Kevin J. Thornton on YouTube. Azalea, what's up? RIP. Do I like Tyler Vietti? I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they're cool. Siri Play, can you give the lemon a lot more detail? Oh, that would take so long if I did that for every single frame. Oh gosh, Tyler Vittel, I don't know who that is. My favorite movie is probably Aladdin, the original one. I do have funny stories from my childhood. I recorded some of them. Hi, or TV show. I love your art. Haircuts he gets are terrible. Kevin James Thornton, love your stuff. Thank you. I have not listened to Hysteria. My Spotify's broken. I have to fix it. What's up, Parky? What else? What else? How's everyone's day going? Tell me. I don't want to keep talking about myself. Tell me about you. Tell me about your day. Tell me about your day. He tells story. That is correct. Lots of stories to tell. I'm just glad the stream is working. Spotify's broken. I love your art. My favorite song. I don't really have one. I don't know. It changes. Right now, I'm really into glass animals. My day's going good. Been running errands. Happy birthday! Happy birthday. That's awesome. I hope you do something special for yourself today. Nerdifly. I have not run into a wall today. That's good. Duolingo. Ate a peanut butter and banana sandwich. That's like an Elvis sandwich, right? Is that what they called Elvis? Golden animations. Thank you. I'm tired. I'm good. Mine is good. I'm so happy everyone's doing well. Cool. I've been listening to Glass Animals a lot. Yes. What was your first art style? I was trying to be like SpongeBob SquarePants art style. My dog got her nails trimmed. Oh, I'm so happy. No heartworm. Epic. LCD sound system. Yes. Happy birthday. I'm glad your dog's okay. That's amazing. My day's going good. You are my favorite artist. Thank you. Satya. Thank you. Mr. Unicorn. Betty. How do you attain your own art style? It seems like it's hard. Honestly, everyone asks me that, and I never thought about like having a style. I never thought like this will be my style. It just sort of happened. Do I like Pitbull? I saw him live once. He came to Nickelodeon when I was working there, and he played a whole concert. And then Nick Cannon opened up for him, and it was crazy. Java, on the first live I was on, when you read my comment, I started freaking out. Well, here I am reading your comment again. That's so cool. I have 2 dogs. I know the feeling. Fan animations of Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. That's so cool. Do I have any other favorite channels? You do a lot of, yeah. I listen to a lot of like weird meditation stuff. And I have this friend who started a channel who's doing really well. It's called The Power of I Am. I've been listening to him a lot. I might be working with him on something, so I'm really excited about that. Did he howl? You might have heard my roommate's dog let out a giant sigh. I think she was I think she's kind of bored, actually. Working from home, have hot chocolate with marshmallows. That sounds like a good day, Silver Crone. That's cool. Do I watch Has Been Hotel? I've seen that channel. It's really, really cool. I think Vivzy Pop is amazing. What music do I listen to? I do a lot of instrumental music. Nick Cannon is terrible at singing, bro. I actually am in possession of a secret Nick Cannon song because I was supposed to animate a music video for him, and then he didn't have any money to do it, or rather, he didn't want to pay for it. So I just have this secret song of his, and I can't tell anyone about it. I meant channels for doodle inspiration. That's cool. I love Jaden Animations for that. She's really inspired me a lot. Goob. Hi. He has too many kids. I won't comment on that. There's what? Nick Cannon and Evanescence? Oh my god, that must be something. We are getting a second dog this coming month. That's awesome. Who's your favorite singer? I don't have a favorite singer right now, but I love Hans Zimmer as a composer. The 90s. It's real, I promise. Okay, I will totally look this up. I'm very curious now. No Nick Cannon. Oh man, I want to show you guys the song so badly, but I would be breaking so many NDAs for doing that. Those two go together like waffle iron and forehead. Whoa. You guys are feeling spicy today. I like that. Love the Has Been Hotel fan art. What's your favorite Has Been Hotel? I actually don't remember the names of the characters. Nick Cannon. Are you going to the show? Are you going to show us the animation? Yes. Why you draw cups? Do I like rock? Of course I do.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion coming out of her crotch. When I was like 10 years old, I really.
All right, so that's what I have. I'm going to start animating it for realsies. I'll do a little Q&A at the end too. If you guys want to hold your questions till the end. I'm going to stop in about an hour and a half, so I think the last 10 to 15 minutes I will do a little Q&A. I feel like that's a nice way to end it. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Like, years old,
She's going to bark at you again. She's going to get mad at you. I think I have to kick you out of my room, darling. She doesn't. She's going to get mad at you. All right, we're going to take you out. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was talking to my roommate's dog who was bothering my dog. My dog's very protective of the space.
but I'm not doing this. It's not. do the split. Splits, but I could not do this. But I could, but I could, but I could not do, but I could, but I could, I but I could not do, but I could not do, but I could not do, I could not do this, uh, not do not do not do not do, but I could not do the split, but I could not do the split. Do do the splits. But I could not do the split. But I could not do the split. But I couldn't splits. And I split. But I could not do the splits. But I could not do the splits. But I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma. And grandma, can you do this? Grandma, can you? Can you do the split? 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 Grandma, can you do the splits? Grandma, can you do the splits? Grandma, can you do the splits? Can you do can you can you do the split? Can you do the split? Can you do grandma? Grandma, can I grandma? Grandma. Grandma, can you do this? Grandma, can you do this? Grandma, can you do this? With a split, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you can you Grandma, can you do this? Grandma, can you do this? Grandma, can you do this? Grandma, do this. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion coming out of her crotch. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do. Split, the split, the split, the split, the split, the split, the split, split. do the splits? Can you do the splits? And she was like, no. I said, will you try to? He said, oh, no. And I said, will you try? And we as I like, will you trust you try to do the try. To do this, as I would try to do.
I'm seeing a lot of questions in the chat if I sit in silence or if the silence is awkward. So when I get in the zone, I kind of stop talking just because it's hard to focus. This is kind of my workflow. This is what I do. I'm going to do a little Q&A in about, I want to say 20 minutes because my hand is getting tired. So if you want to ask me anything, you can ask me at the end of the stream. So I'll probably do that in about 20 minutes. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching, and just enjoy the awkward silence.
To do And she was like, no. And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe and I couldn't believe my. When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you?
Oh, Random Lad. Thank you, Random Lad. Appreciate that. Oh, we got floating heart. Someone sent me a heart, you guys. A floating heart. How does that work? Why won't it show me anything? That's really cool. You guys, I kind of want to stop now because my hand hurts. I don't like that. Okay, I'm going to do some hand stretches. I sent it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I like little hearts. All right, I'm going to save this and then I'm going to play it back one more time. Oh, you sent a thumbs up too. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, my hand hurts. I'm going to play it back one more time and then I'm going to talk to you guys while I do hand stretches.
When I was like 10 years old, I really wanted to do the splits, but I could not do the splits. And I asked my grandma, Grandma, can you do the splits? And she was like, no. And I said, will you try to do the splits? And she was like, no. And I couldn't believe my grandma wouldn't even try to do the splits. And so I drew a picture of my grandma doing the splits, and I wanted it to look like she was really powerful and could believe in herself. So I gave her this expression, but it looked like she was really angry doing the splits. And I made this like explosion on the floor where she landed in the splits. And I gave the drawing to my grandma, and I thought she would see it and be filled with like believing in herself that she could do the splits. But I just handed my grandma this picture of her with a really angry expression on the floor in the splits with like an explosion coming out of her crotch. When I was like 10 years old.
I think I got a lot done today. I have this like, what is it? Whoops. Didn't mean to shake you guys. I've got these like weird hand stretcher things. It's like it builds strength in your hands. Okay, let me answer some questions. Do you guys have questions for me? Ow. Guys, what is wrong with me right now? Mini chicken. What? Can you draw me? Okay, I'm taking questions. Desiree, I hope his grandma can't do the splits. My favorite show. I don't really watch a lot of TV. I'm not doing any room tours today, you guys. No room tours. It's like really dark in here. Please stop hurting yourself. I'm good. I've just been, I don't know, been a little uncoordinated. How old are you? I'm coffee cup years old. Mini chicken poo, that's cute. Can I hire you? Yeah, sure. I would love to have work right now. Do I have pets? I have a dog, and then my roommate has a dog. Can I do the splits? Absolutely not. I've tried many times. Favorite Adventure Time villain? Oh, man. That's a good question. Let me come back to you on that. Show your pets. Guys, I'm not doing any pet reveals right now. I mean, I did a live with my dog recently. You can go back and look. I just don't want to move the camera. Someone said, yo, what's up? Let me look up a list of Adventure Time villains because I'm having a hard time. Picking one. Oh yeah, Ice King, of course. Who else? Ice Fin counts as a villain? That's funny. I mean, Magic Man is pretty awesome too. Yeah, I would say Ice King. Also, the fact that Tom Kenny is the voice actor is also really cool. We got more questions. Let me do the pop-out chat so I can see what's going on. Whoa, this chat is going crazy. This is crazy. Crazy chat. All right, favorite Adventure Time. Show your pets. How old are you? Stereo's on YouTube, by the way. Okay, that's good to know. Favorite book series. What do I read? I read a lot of weird stuff about like the universe. I'm reading a book about lucid dreaming. I think it's called Lucid Dreaming by Robert Wagner. Did Kevin help you come up with the design for his cup? Nope. Finish the lyrics. Mine is... Oh, that's cool. Are you not working on anything other than this current animation? I don't know. Not right now. APT, what? I'm in the live chat. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I love Jaden Animations right now. Are you married? No. Nope. Java, finish the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics, Mini Chicken Poo. I don't know the lyrics to this. I'm in the live chat. Let's go. What's up? Are you married? No, I already answered that. Favorite coffee? I like iced coffee or cold brew. I like to put either oat milk or almond milk. I'm a YouTuber. That's awesome. Glad you're making content. What's the ring from? It's not on my ring finger. Well, actually, this is my right hand. This is my right hand. I got for myself when I finished a collaboration with Adobe, and this one my mom gave me, so that was cool. Yeah. I could only wear 14 karat gold because otherwise my hand will turn green. So I'm like allergic to weird fake metals. Do I play video games? I'm trying to figure that out. I like video games. I'm trying to not feel bad about playing them. I have a whole YouTube video on that. It's called I'm Afraid of Playing Video Games. My channel, I think, is only 3 years old. It's pretty young. Maybe don't tell anyone that. Tell anyone what? I'm going crazy that you're talking to me. Yeah. What else? Maybe that was too much information, but whatever. It's too late. This thing is... I'm trying to exercise my hands and it's not working. Is it nickel that you're allergic to? I think so. I'm not sure. I just have sensitive skin when it comes to certain metals. Java, love your content. What's your favorite video game? Like the first and second gen Pokemon. Have I played Breath of the Wild? Oh my god. I got so mad at that game because I would get killed by those weird monster guys and then I would feel bad about myself and I would take it really personally if I fell off a building. What would my cup look like in color? That's a good question. Can you please say peeps shattered? Okay. My friend is a YouTuber. My younger sister has a reaction to that too. How long have I been drawing for? Since I could breathe. Did I ever have a teacher for drawing? What did you learn to sketch well? What did you do to learn to sketch well? I had many drawing teachers. I had art teachers in high school. And I also took animation classes on the weekends. This college offered Macromedia Flash animation classes, so I did that. So they were huge influences on me. I learned to sketch with mostly pencil and paper, but then I learned Flash pretty early on. Parky, I beat the game and it was epic. Tears of the Kingdom. I have not played Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't even bought Tears of the Kingdom because I'm so scared of being bad at it. Someone wrote, thanks. I just want to say that these little animations always cheer me up, so thank you. Thank you, I appreciate you. It just takes a while. Hey, Java Jules, you're one of my favorite people. Can you please show me out? Please shout me out. GM says, please shout me out. How did I come up with the cup? I just think that they're simple shapes and they're easy to draw. So if I want to draw 1,000 of them, I can. That's so cool, thank you. Do you draw on a computer? Yes, I do. I draw on a Wacom 22 HD tablet. I remember Macromedia Flash before it was bought by Adobe. Yeah, it's a coffee cup. Where do you get the voices? I work with comedians and voice actors. This one is by Kevin James Thornton. He just posted this video last night. I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. It's harder than the other one. I would probably hate it very much. Played Pokemon Arceus. It was genuinely good. Yeah, I heard that was good. Is that the open world one? Do you have a boyfriend? Not rolling. That's a good question. Oh my god. Teach me to animate. I was too. It's not so bad though so far. Sure, I've died in dumb ways, but part of the exploration. Sorry, I just panicked. No one's ever asked me that on a live before. Can I get a shout out, please? Solo afford with a $sign, of course. I love Stardew Valley. That's actually a game that I love, and I actually enjoy playing it. Can you draw me? Not right now because my hand hurts. Skillet water is better. I like rats and worms still. Skillet water, thank you for being here today. It seems that you found this live because the other one went away. W. I have been watching you for 2 years. That is amazing. Oh yeah, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I played the Eevee version. I like that. Pronouns, coffee/cup. Stardew Spouse. I think I tried to flirt with Shane, but he was not flirting back with me. I don't think I played the game long enough to get a Stardew Spouse. I heard that you can like marry every single person and then they all like get upset with you. They like have an intervention, but I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. Any tips for how to animate? Yes, you have to do it over and over and over again. Forever. You have to just practice, and you have to be okay with being bad at it at first. Skillet water, draw nothing for 5 minutes. I'm doing a hand workout right now. It's kind of weird. My hand is like hurting me. Let me try to do that in a little bit. I thought you were a boy for years. Who says I'm not? Who says I'm not? Who says I'm not a boy or a girl? Who cares? My gender's not important. Missed you. Oh my god, everyone's giving me money. I like that. I like when people give me money. But no one has to give me money. I'm very happy with you guys just watching. Mr. Unicorn, thank you. Skillet Water, thank you. What else? Let's Go Eevee was so cool. You could mount a Dragonite. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I played this, I think, in like 2020. Or whenever it came out. I was so excited. Go with Elliot, a Stardew Spouse. Maybe I'll go for Elliot. Maybe he'll like me. They make hand exercises. You work your fingers individually. I'm going to look into that because, yeah, I've been drawing a lot without stopping. Shane will trash your house? Seriously? I have bad taste in men in this game. Jeez. Hand exercisers. I will look into that. I started watching your channel when it started. That's awesome. Someone wrote, I animated criminals. That's cool. No lie. When I first hear you, I thought you were a guy. Who says I'm not? Someone says I'm back after 5 hours. What's up? Heard. What's the first device you used for animation? Pencil and paper. Pencil and paper. What's a good way to draw a good hand? You have to, I would draw from real life. I would study hands. Like, get a friend to just pose for you and do different hand poses. What is that game you're talking about? We're talking about Stardew Valley. Leah's also good. She's an artist. That's really cool. You know, I think this is helping you guys. Just squeezing this weird thing that's helping my hand. Leah, that's a Stardew Spouse. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Desiree, you have to practice a lot and then you'll get better. It becomes like muscle memory. Muscles. What else, guys? What else? Hey, Java Doodles, we should maybe do a game night on a week. That would be cool. Game night. I was just talking to somebody else about, like, I was thinking of streaming like an old Pokemon game or something and then having you guys tell me what to do in it. Do you make the flip books to make OG animations? Yeah, you know, I think I have a flip book somewhere. At the next live, I'll bring it out. I want that for my hand. Yeah, I got this like weird just hand workout thing on Amazon. How long have you been working with Kevin? For almost 3 years. Maybe even long. I think actually like 4 years now. Like 2021 I started. May of 2021. And Pokemon, it's best to use a team of Caterpies and Weedles. Yes. Get rid of your starter. My friend's channeling. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for all your effort. I'm glad. Are you dating Kevin? No. Why are you guys so interested in my dating life, guys? This is crazy. You guys are unhinged today. Mr. Rabbit, please give me a shout out. Mr. Rabbit, here's your shout out. I found your channel about a month after I discovered Kevin's videos. That's awesome. Awesome, cool. First Pokemon game you played. Pokemon Blue. That was because they were out of the Pokemon Yellow version at GameStop or whatever. I think I went to Toys R Us or GameStop, but they were all out. And yeah. Have you seen Stranger Things? Yes. Kevin says he's gay in like 12 different videos. Yes, he's very gay. We love Kevin. Favorite Pokemon? I like Vaporeon and Haunter. Those are my favorites. And Sandshrew is really cool. Favorite legendary bird? Mine's Articuno. Ooh. Oh man, they're all so cool. I think mine is Articuno too. Do I like Thick of It by KSI? I've never heard it before. I don't know that one. Least liked Pokemon game. I didn't really like Sword and Shield, although I did really like the Swordward and Shieldbert guys. Those guys were really random and funny. So I like them. Swordward and Shieldbert. Yeah, it didn't make sense for the game. They were so random. First Vaporeon. Did you see the Pokemon movie? Of course I did. Yeah, I got the Mew card. Do I like Yorkies? Yeah, they're cute. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. English or Spanish? I don't speak any Spanish. Do you like what? I don't know what that is. I finally finished my strawberry. Congratulations. Strawberry. Favorite animal? I like wolves. I think dogs are awesome. It's kind of a generic answer, but I don't care. I don't care. I think wolves are cool. Me too. Bookshelf in Russian. Knizhnikov. Who is better, Travis Kelce or Patrick Mahomes? I don't really watch football. Actually, I don't watch football at all. Takis are hot chips. That sounds cool. Okay. You made my day. Thank you, Java. Anytime. I got you. I will upload the strawberry. That's awesome. What's up, little nuggets, small videos? I don't watch football. Yeah, you know what I did during the Super Bowl? I slept. I went to bed ridiculously early and I slept all night. I didn't even watch the game. Yeah, I don't care about sports really. I played volleyball. That's cool. It's my dream to talk to you. Oh, that means a lot. I appreciate you. Have I said my dog's breed before? Yeah, she's a Korean Jindo. Jindo. She's from Korea. All I know about football is that Travis Kelce is Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Yes, that is all I know too. If you have anxiety, throw it out the window. That's correct. If football had robots with laser swords, I would watch it. Yeah, it'd be way more interesting. Desiree, you could cry if you want to. It's your life. I support this. Endgame 19. There's your shout out, my friend. You are the latest comment. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream if there's no more questions. So now's the time. Happy tears. We like happy tears here. Have you eaten? I ate around 1 o'clock. It is 4:30 now. What is your favorite song? I don't really have one right now. It's binaural beats on YouTube. Sorry, someone called me. No problem. No need to be sorry. Slay. Bella H says slay. Thoughts on your own animation on fermented grape juice? I think it's one of my best animations. I think it's really funny, and I think that's the video that blew up my channel. Mr. Rabbit, can you give me a shout out? What's up, Mr. Rabbit? Were I live? It's 4:25. Love your animations. Thank you, Ducky. Appreciate you. Bastion Robbins. That's a funny username. Love it so much. Thank you. Fermented grape juice was so funny. Yeah, everyone loved that one. That was a lot of fun. How am I? I'm doing very well. I'm glorious. How are you doing? I'm glorious. It's my art handle. Thank you for the compliment. Of course. Phantom Toll Booth. I have not seen or read that book or movie. Favorite YouTube channel right now? I love Jaden Animations. I think she's great. Glad you're doing well, Bella. What else? What else? What else? My brothers won't believe me. Well, you can show them the live. Okay, question. Wouldn't it be so adult if I had a bottle of wine in my closet? Yes. Disc of mold, everybody. Disc of mold. All right, I think I got to most of everybody's questions. Favorite food? It depends. Are we talking like every food or like specific categories? I just woke up from a dream. I had the craziest dreams last night. It was crazy. Do you wait for Kevin to put something else out? Yes. Yeah, that's how it goes. I have a test tomorrow. Good luck. You got this. All right, guys. I can feel my energy starting to dip, so I'm gonna call it quits for now. I have a members only live stream at 7 o'clock. Someone said favorite dessert. I like everything with dark chocolate in it. Dark chocolate rolls. What else? All right, thanks guys. I will see you at the members only live stream, members at 7. And yeah, appreciate you guys being here. I'll be at the members. Oh, cool. Excited to see you there. Bye.